The explosion was so powerful, I could see literally the bodies were thrown on air. I was the most luckiest survivor, having no injury at all. Doctor, after examining everything, he came to me and he said, "यार, कोई साइकिल से गिरता है तो इससे ज़्यादा मार लगता है," and you are so blessed. My first journey, the aircraft which flew from Bombay to Bangalore crashed. It was the first journey of that aeroplane as well. I will show you the newspaper article which was printed on the main page saying, "Fly by wire, die by fire."
लाइफ में भी ऑफन कम अक्रॉस सिचुएशंस जहाँ पे एक पल में सब कुछ नॉर्मल सा लगता है और दूसरे ही पल में सब कुछ उलट पलट जाता है. हाय, आई एम रुबीना एंड आई होस्ट अ शो कॉल्ड थोड़ा पर्सनल ऑन रेड एफएम. एंड ऐसे वन ऑफ द डेज व्हेन वी वर डूइंग द शो आई केम अक्रॉस अ जेंटलमैन बाय नेम मिस्टर असलम पाशा. Got to know that he was a survivor of the Mumbai-Bangalore air crash that happened on the 14th of Feb 1990. Yesterday, when people say it was the day for love, there were many who lost their lives and many who lost their loved ones as well. And today we have Mr. Aslam Pasha, one of the survivors, who's going to be talking to us about that air crash. So Mr. Aslam Pasha, welcome to Red FM Studios. It's amazing to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you so much. It's a great opportunity.
Absolutely. I mean, when I spoke to you and when you told me that 1990, 14 February के जो Bombay to Bangalore का air crash हुआ था, and you were one of the few survivors there. I think about 92 people passed away and about more than that, is it? And a few, like about 50 or somebody survived. And you were...
I think it was around 15 people.
15?
Out of which I was the most luckiest survivor, having no injury at all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not at all?
Not at all. So I was examined for 3 days in Air Force Commando Hospital in Bangalore.
Gee.
They kept all the survivors there.
Okay.
And doctor, after examining everything, he came to me and he said, "यार, कोई साइकिल से गिरता है तो इससे ज़्यादा मार लगता है," and you are so blessed.
Oh, you're super blessed,
yeah.
right?
Thank you.
And,
it was my mother's
blessings.
prayers always.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. So let's go back to that day. You were in your early 20s, starting off your business.
It was, yes.
Yeah, starting off your
I was
business.
around 24, 25, something like
Okay, starting off your business, new dreams.
Yes.
You were telling me that you traveled all the way from Bombay, Delhi. You did everything was your train journey, and
Yes.
this was your first ever flight journey.
Yes.
That was your Mumbai to Bangalore flight that you took off in 1990 on February 14th.
that. Yes, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. I'm sure that journey, your first journey, was very exciting, right?
It was actually, for anyone having their first attempt on anything, either it is a job or an interview or a travel, and the two, it was my flight's first journey. So I was too excited. So my journey started from Bangalore to Delhi by train, and then from there, after I finished my work, traveled again from Delhi to Bombay by train. So I booked a flight. I said, "Okay, let me give a shot in an aeroplane journey."
Yeah.
So that was my first ever journey began. And, it's something very difficult to digest.
Yeah.
My first journey, the aircraft which flew from Bombay to Bangalore crashed. It was the first journey of that aeroplane as well. It was the brand new aeroplane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually going through some videos and I was doing a little bit of an investigation, and I think even the pilots, one of them was quite experienced and the other one was
Mr.
just...
Captain Gupuchkar was having huge experience.
Yeah.
And Captain, I think Fernandez was their co-pilot. He had a bit lesser experience in it. And that time in 90s, A380 was the introduction made in the market from aviation. And it has a system called fly-by-wire system. In their terminology, they say. So after the crash happened, I will show you the newspaper article which was printed on the main page saying, "Fly by wire, die by fire." It was very sad, but that's the reality happened. And after that, I think they rectified the issues. Actually, there was no technical error at all.
You think there was no technical error at all?
There wasn't, because it was just normal landing announcement. Everyone were preparing themselves that we are reaching now.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it happened.
Yeah.
With my experience, I traveled so many, after the journey, it never stopped me.
Yeah.
So I traveled to so many places, almost all over the world. Allah, God has blessed me to. It was the first ever journey and having so much of bad experience. But the people over there, they were really confused. I can recollect that incident when it took place. That all of a sudden everybody was shocked. See, if there is any technical failure, there would be a possible announcement either from the captain or the crew.
Yeah. I think what happened was when I was just going through these videos, right, I saw that just 1 kilometer
Yeah.
to the airport, and the ATC had cleared, everything was okay. The ATC was looking forward to the plane landing, and everything seemed all right. And within a few minutes, nobody ever imagined that the flight that's going to land actually is going to
Yeah.
crash. In fact,
Yeah.
I even was going through that whole thing that it looked, initially, I think the passengers felt it looked like a proper landing,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
then people just, so you were right there when you saw this. What are your first emotions? What went through your mind, and how was it? I mean, we can't even imagine that. क्या चल रहा था उस वक्त आपके
See,
दिमाग
I
में?
was sitting on a last row.
जी.
I still remember the seat number 28 Alpha, just right after the emergency exit door.
Okay.
So I could see, I recollected everything after the incident happened. Since because I was the key survivor of the plane crash, I was asked for some briefing as well by
Okay.
the authorities. So I tried to recollect what exactly went through during the course of journey. It was all okay. As usual, the flight was delayed. Those days, there was
Yeah,
a
the flight
complete
was
monopoly.
delayed. Yes.
Air India was there for international travel, and domestic all managed by Indian Airlines.
Huh.
So there was a complete monopoly, no competition was there, and as usual, the flights regularly.
How much was the
delayed.
ticket? Do you remember?
Seriously, I don't remember. I don't remember. That was my hard-earned money, but I said, okay, let me give it a try.
Okay.
So, journey was quite okay. What I observed is during my recollecting process, I could see a place called Double Road.
Yeah.
There is a bit of far distance still left to reach the airport boundary. So I could see people walking on the footpath, standing on the bus stop
From the
aeroplane.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize that it's going to be crashed after some time, but I was thinking, okay, we are approaching runway. Since it was my first journey, I never even thought that how low he is flying.
Yeah.
And after that, there is a golf ground.
Yeah.
Just right after the boundary wall of runway.
Yeah.
In between, there is a traffic road, which is generally not so busy. So this person,
This is the wind tunnel road side, right?
Yeah. So this person, what he did is he gave a command, I think, for landing, and it came down, touched the golf course ground. You can still see the wheel marks. I have the pictures of it. I can show it to you later. So he realized then that if he continues leaving the aircraft run in that golf course, it might hit through the nose to the boundary wall of the golf course. So he again tried to take it off. But there was no enough power left to uplift such a heavyweight aeroplane. So it came down again, hit the road which was there in between a golf ground and the runway, airport boundary. The wheels were off because of the impact. Then there was a bit of water with a mud. So the aeroplane got stuck there. I think it was for people like me to be saved.
Yeah.
If that water was not there left, he could have still hit the boundary wall of that runway, and nobody would have survived in that. Just because
so when
of
this
that,
impact happened, when it kept falling up and down, and when the wheels went off, as passengers, did you all realize something was going wrong?
I realized that something has happened. What I did is I just immediately hold the front seat, took the entire control in my arms, So that is the reason I didn't had any sort of injury.
Injury.
If I was just relaxing, I would have hit through
The roof of.
the roof of the aeroplane. We hardly had a time to think about.
Yeah.
The moment it stopped, I could see that the emergency exit was open.
Who opened it?
I don't know. Probably it could be one of the cabin crew. There were only 2 cabin crews survived in
Yeah.
that. I
4
still
passed
remember
away,
their
right?
name, Sadhana Pawar and Neela Savanti. I hope they are listening to it. So the emergency exit door was open, and then I said, okay, let me run out. I jumped out of the plane. In fact, there was no much height in it because of that wheels were off, so
Yeah.
the height was not so much. So I jumped out and started running because I knew that there is a thick flame.
It had started already.
Started already from the nose side. It's gonna catch up. Then I heard a cabin crew screaming for help. She had a fracture in her leg.
Oh.
And she was not able to run. She was not even able to come out of that emergency exit door. I went back again, pulled her out, and took her to the safer place, made her sit, and turned back. Then I started thinking, kya ho raha hai? The moment I turned back, it was like a movie scene. It exploded. The explosion was so powerful, I could see literally the bodies were thrown on air.
Oh.
And that was the end of the plane. The entire plane became like a skeleton.
My God.
It was terrible.
So all those who survived actually escaped through the exit.
Yes.
And जो सामने बैठे थे,
They could
they
not.
couldn't.
देखिए, again, I'll take you back to one of the story which happened. After a month after this incident happened, there was a guy who got my address through the airline authorities, and he came up to my house. So my elder bro, I had only one brother, one and only. I would say that he is my godfather. He made me stand. What I am today is because of him. I lost my father.
What's his name?
His name is Muhammad Piran Bijli.
Piran.
Piran Bijli.
Okay.
We call him Aslam Pasha. I am
Okay.
Aslam Pasha. So because of him, what I am today. He has sacrificed so many things to, rebuild the family, because I was very young when I lost my father. I was in 4th standard. Zero maturity I had. I remember my brother used to tell me that when we went for his last rites funeral, I asked my brother, when are we going to come back to take our dad home? That sort of maturity I had. I was very innocent. So from there on, he took the entire responsibility of a family and took care of me, my mom, my sister. So recently he passed away. May God bless
Your
him.
brother also?
Yeah, during
Sorry
the
to hear
COVID time. Second wave of COVID, I lost him. He was my godfather, I would say. What I am today is because of him. The person came looking for me, and I went out and asked, yes, sir. He said, you survived in the plane crash, right? I said, yes. I wanted to have little detail about it because my dad was sitting on 27A seat number, and I came to know you are sitting on 28A, which is just one row ahead. And my dad couldn't survive. You survived. How did it happen? I said, I had absolutely no time. Then he asked me, did you see my father? What was he doing? I said, absolutely no, sorry. Maybe he did not react, or maybe he was in a shock, a trauma, something, which he couldn't react immediately. But I was consciously good to immediately react and jump out. That is the difference happened. So all in all, what I say is, it's not only people sitting in the business class up front.
Yeah.
It was just one row ahead.
Yeah.
He couldn't
He
survive.
couldn't survive.
There's one more story I'll tell you. I met one guy from Abu Dhabi in Bombay airport just before boarding.
Okay.
He was a student coming here for a crash course, English learning course.
Okay.
So he met me. We were just waiting for an announcement. Generally it happens like when you are in a journey, you meet new people and
You start talking to them.
You start talking to them.
It happens with
It
us. I think
happens.
no matter which journey it is.
Which journey?
Train ho, bus
Yeah,
ho,
exactly.
wherever we start
Exactly.
having conversations.
Exactly.
Yes,
His name
absolutely.
was Ahmad Saleh. I asked him, where are you traveling to? He said, I'm also traveling to Bangalore. Then we became friends. Then, just before the boarding announcement, I asked him, what do you think, Ahmad? Because I gave him little bit of more inputs about Bangalore because he was coming for the first time. I asked him, do you want to sit in your seat or do you want to sit with me? He said, I would love to sit with you because I can get little more inputs about the place I'm visiting now. Then I said, okay, because his seat number was assigned right at the front row.
Achha.
Just immediately after the business class. Then I said, I think sending a person from back to front is quite easy, convincing him rather than someone sitting in the front, he would never oblige you to come back. So with that confidence, we went in. I requested the crew that he's my friend, wanted to sit with me. Then she said, okay, sir, let the passenger come. I still remember the gentleman, may God bless him. He came and the crew requested him that these two wanted to sit together. Would you mind taking his chair? He just asked, what's his seat number? She gave the number and he walked right up to the front. He sat, he took his chair. And luckily, you know that Ahmad Saleh survived with me. And the person who was there seated in his chair couldn't survive because that was right after the business class in the front row.
God.
You know, these are all written.
Yes, it's destiny. When it's
destiny.
meant to be, it's meant to be.
Never met that guy. First time in my life.
Yeah.
Suddenly we became friends. Suddenly I requested him, do you want to sit? He said yes.
Yeah.
We requested that fellow passenger. He obliged. He went and he sat and he lost his life.
Yeah. Oh. In fact, I was just going through a few comments on YouTube with these videos, and some of them have spoken about how they lost their loved ones. Like one of them said that, she was a survivor, whereas her entire family couldn't make it.
Yes.
And she took many years to recover.
Yeah.
Also another lady commented saying, mere bhaiya aur bhabhi honeymoon ke liye gaye the.
Yes.
And they never could come back. Somebody else has commented saying, my uncle changed his seat, moved in front just because he was in a hurry to join the conference. He wanted to exit early. कितने लोगों के सपने थे बहुत, as you said, you were traveling for the very first time. You were looking forward to coming back home with so many memories, so many stories, and within minutes, what you planned is not what happened.
Yes.
God definitely had another plan.
Yes.
So this happened, so very tragic. Many people passed away.
Yeah.
You said that you could see how how the flight exploded.
Unbelievable. I was watching on, initially the same day, there was a Kannada news. I switched on the TV. I was in Air Force Commando Hospital, watching that dead bodies. Initially, those were not, altered, I would say.
You couldn't even recognize it, right?
No one.
Yeah.
Just like,
Many went,
kebabs.
Oof.
Jale hue kebab ki tarah. It was horrible.
Do you still have that trauma, or how long did it take for you? You also mentioned that you traveled quite often and it didn't stop you.
Yeah.
How did you overcome this fear?
See, I believe in one thing.
जी.
आपको जिसने पैदा किया हुआ है, आपके जाने का वक्त भी उसी ने तय किया हुआ है.
Absolutely.
I have that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I read in one of the books saying that do the thing you fear if you want to overcome your fear. If you have a fear of audience, you try to speak among the people. You will come out of it. If you have a fear of water, you go to the swimming pool, try to jump where there is no depth in it. You can still come out of it. That's the way. I thought, I immediately after the crash, I think a month after, I was again scheduled to go to Delhi.
Achha.
That was a very, very hectic and
just within a month,
memorable journey.
Did you say I will take the flight, or did you say no?
No, I took it. My bro, my elder bro, he said, "Kya pagal ho gaya? Again ja raha hai." I said, no, I'll take a flight, no problem. If I have to survive, I'll survive again. If my time is written,
If it's written, it's
no,
written.
no one can stop me.
Correct.
So with that confidence, I took that flight. The moment it touched down the runway of Delhi, from that time till today,
There's no fear.
I never looked back. After that, if I had not done that journey,
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't have taken flight at all in my life.
Tell me, how did family react? Obviously, that was not the time when we had like
No,
communication
no.
wasn't.
Yes, yes.
ऐसा
There
नहीं था
were
कि
no
मोबाइल फोन्स थे,
mobile
व्हाट्सएप
phones नहीं
था,
थे.
इंस्टाग्राम पे रील्स आ गए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था.
Yes.
So how did the family react? I'm sure initially they were very scared.
No one believed. I still remember my friends,
जी.
my classmates. I called one of them. I said, ये हो गया है. Then they were literally, he was laughing. उल्लू बना रहा है, उल्लू बना रहा है. Then when they saw the Kannada news channel, there was a name, listed names, survivors list.
Acha.
They read that Aslam Pasha and the survivors list. They immediately they rushed to the hospital. Same thing happened to
How
my
was seen
brother.
after that when they all rushed to the hospital and when you've just come out of a crash, something that's so tragic? What were the emotions there?
Emotions were there, because you see, after all, whether it is one human life or 100 human lives, it is a life.
It is a life.
It is a life. When I recollected, there were a couple of beautiful families there in it. They couldn't survive. So I was feeling bad about them. Especially, I felt very sad seeing those images, visuals of that after crash. I thank God I am not one of them, but I prayed for them. That's all I could
Any
do.
guilt that happened? काश मैं ऐसा करता तो ये होता था. काश, we all human beings go through.
I thank God because I could at least able to help someone. Like one of the cabin crew, I helped her coming out of it. She introduced her husband to me in the hospital, saying that Aslam ji ne pakad ke mujhe nikala tha. We hardly had time,
Yeah.
The good
It was
part
instant, yeah.
the good part is I could read out the reality of that crash based on the experience I had during that journey of 1 hour 20 minutes. The report which I said, I openly said that in my statement. It's there that I don't think there was a technical error happened. I said these are the facts behind. One is, captain never announced
Announced that you all were landing.
No, announced that there is a technical snag or failure is there.
Okay.
Neither the cabin crew announced to be, to be prepared. So usually what happens is under such circumstances, they announce the passengers saying that take care of these things, hold your seat tight. So nothing
They
was
didn't
there.
see it coming? Do you think it was that?
It was just a normal landing announcement. So that means everything was fine. So I think there was some human error which took place because I said to you, though that operation done by that aeroplane was 5 computers. It's called fly-by-wire system. I think Captain Fernandez was a bit, new to it to handle. I think there was a bit of wrong command or over command has been done. Because of that, aircraft started coming down very quickly. Lately, after that incident, I came to know that it was almost about to hit one of the tree of that golf course ground. Very close.
And it was
to
very
the tree.
close to the road as well, right? And
Very
it was
close.
quite a populated area.
Yeah.
The wind
HAL.
tunnel road,
Those
HAL
days it
side.
was HAL, yes.
So if it would have hit on any of those buildings, or if it would have fallen on that, then
There
would
were
have been
no
a lot
buildings
more-
around, to be honest, unlike the Ahmedabad
today.
incident.
Okay, yeah.
There were no buildings because there was a golf course and Bangalore is surrounded by trees.
Yes.
There were entire
Yes.
area was filled with trees. And immediately after that, there was a road, and after that, there was a runway, boundary airport. Boundary was there.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. There were no buildings.
Since you mentioned, Aslamji, since you mentioned about the Ahmedabad crash, and you were a survivor,
Yeah.
and there was only one survivor of that air crash as well, and lots of stories, lots of speculations saying it would have been planned. He intentionally sat at that particular seat. Do you think, what do you think? You've been through that journey, that
See,
experience.
Those are rubbish statements. Rubbish, I would say. When he had his boarding card already under his name, and there is a strong possibility of surviving, why not? When I survived from that, there was one incident I remember, I think it was Yemen Airways. It crashed in the sea, and there was a very young girl who could survive for more than 1.5 days just holding the wing of that aeroplane. Underwater, right in the mid of the sea. If God needs to give you a life, He can give you anywhere.
That's true.
And these are all wrong speculations they are talking about. के वो नहीं था, वो उसने प्लान किया, कैसे प्लान करेगा? वो पागल है क्या कोई प्लान करने के लिए? It's highly impossible.
आजकल तो सोशल मीडिया है, इतने सारे, there are people have their own judgments, people pass their own comments. WhatsApp University is very very strong. तो अगर आज जो क्रैश 1990 में हुआ जिसमें आप थे, अगर आज वो होता तो how different would have been? Not only keeping the people, but also the development that has happened.
See, it would have been one of the replica of Ahmedabad.
Acha.
The way Bangalore has developed.
Yes.
It would have hit to one of the buildings. And it's that time there were only passengers and crews were the victims. This time there could have been a general public also.
So we all know what exactly happened at the air crash. बहुत सारे videos हैं. Many people have spoken to us about what exactly would have happened. लेकिन very rarely have we come across someone telling us what happens after this. तो क्या था? You also mentioned to us about how you were asked to go to Delhi. What is the process that you went through?
See, initially I had sort of fear developed within me because of the people coming in from here and there, from your loved ones. अभी travel मत करो, डॉक्टर ने बोला है, not even to ride a scooter. So those were there in my mind. But again,
क्या डर था आपको?
डर
step
नहीं,
out?
नहीं वैसा तो नहीं था. I told you earlier, no.
Yeah.
So I was very confident कि भाई जब
Very
वक्त आएगा तो
strong-headed,
जाना है. I was very strong in that point.
Yeah.
So that article which I read in one of the book, I forgot. It says that do the thing you fear. So मैंने सोचा कि अगर अभी मैं travel नहीं किया, then whole of my life जो है वो उसमें खत्म हो जाएगी.
Any compensation that happened?
Yeah, that's a long story. See, when I was in hospital, there were a few ministers visited the survivors. I think that time Mr. Ram Krishna was the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Mr. Gundura was the Member of Parliament, MP. So Mr. Gundura had been very kind. So he came looking at the survivors, and immediately he looked at me after. He asked the people, officials from Indian Airlines also standing with him. He said, who is this guy? They said, sir, he was also in the plane. He couldn't believe. You know what he said? He came near to me and he said, he asked me in Kannada, I will translate it. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಏನಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? I said, no sir. क्या कुछ नहीं हुआ तुमको? मैंने कहा नहीं sir, nothing happened sir. Then he said in Kannada, I still remember that word, I keep sharing these things to my kids as well, saying, ಈ ಥರ ಬದುಕಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಇದೆ. It means to survive in this scenario, I think you have a big blessings behind you. So that is true. My mother's prayers were always there. I'll take you back a little bit. Me and my mother, the only two of us were staying. My friend circle, they said that there is a recruitment happening for Middle East. So I came to my mom. I asked her, Mummy, I feel that I should go for at least 2 years to Middle East to Dubai. Those days, even for Saudi, people were calling Dubai.
Yeah.
So to Dubai, let me earn something so that our financial status will
Get
get some
better.
better. Then you know what my mom said? She said, "Beta, you are my son, you are my daughter, you are my friend, you are everything to me.
Oh.
Stay with me till I am alive. Once I am gone, I'll pray for you. You wherever, whichever part of world you go, you will be blessed. तो अच्छा जिएगा, मेरी दुआ रहेगी." That point, I changed my mind. I said, नहीं, माँ के साथ रहना है. I stayed. I lost my mom in 1988. 1990, that was the first blessings. Everybody talk about it. Like Mr. Gundura said, Bada Duddu Ashirvada ide.
Yeah.
That Ashirvada was my mother's.
Yeah. Yeah.
She prayed for me that you
Yeah.
will not have any
Yeah.
trouble in life.
You wanted to go abroad and your mom
Yeah,
did not
yeah.
let you.
Yeah.
But after that, eventually you were in Saudi for about 25 years, right?
Yeah. See, what happened, I lost my mom in 1988. 1990 plane crash happened. 92, I joined a company called Al Majdui Group of companies in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Since I had a very little experience, I just did a diploma in MG Road somewhere, airline reservations and ticketing. And then I attended an interview and I got selected somehow with a salary of 1,500 Saudi riyals. Okay. There is another story behind that. Like you say, I took 10 CVs, went to Bombay, approached all the recruiting offices, submitted my resumes, and I got a call from Al Majdui, and first call, first selection happened.
Achha.
Done. They said, okay, you are selected, go back to Bangalore, we will let you know. I came back. Like that, I had given an interview for another company called Al Tayyar Group, which is the very biggest company in Saudi Arabia. They have around 300 branches all over Saudi Arabia, London, Egypt, all over Middle East they have. That company's telex I got once I returned back to Bangalore.
Yeah.
Saying
you were
that
selected.
you are selected with a salary of 2,000 Saudi riyals per month.
Achha.
Whereas
The
Al
previous is-
Majdui paying 1,500. अगेन वहाँ पे मैंने ये थॉट दिया कि भाई मेरे ज़िंदगी का पहला रिस्क मुझे अल मजदूई ने ओपन किया है. लेट मी गो एंड मेक माई लाइफ देयर. लेट मी नॉट बी ग्रीडी. So I took a bold decision of joining Al Majdui, though it was 500 riyal lesser than Al Tayyar offer. You know what happened? I went and worked hard. When I left in 2017, my salary was 50,000.
Oh.
Where was 1,500? Altogether 50,000 I used to earn in a month. I made my life because I was not greedy running after money. I wanted money to run behind me.
So we're going to end this by asking you this question: Ke, how did the crash impact your perception to life and most importantly relationships?
See, this crash taught me many lessons. One of the lesson is you be strong whatever you are into. That strongness, that strength got in my life.
Yeah.
Second thing is, yes, I've changed the entire life cycle. I was into business and changed to aviation industry, and that became a very successful.
So
in
this
my life.
crash actually was good for you.
Yeah, it came out good to me, good for me. I've learned many things. I was one of the key member of aviation industry in Dammam, Saudi Arabia.
Are you in touch with any of the survivors or their families?
No, unfortunately. I tried to get hold of Sadhana Power and Leela Savan, but unfortunately I didn't get their numbers. You know, those days there were no mobile phones.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have still
would have
got.
Yeah.
I even lost the contact of that Ahmad Saleh who survived with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of no
Yeah.
mobile those
Yeah.
days.
But it was, I must say, it was such an interesting conversation with you, Aslam Bhai. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, and it's a great platform to convey the message to the audience of FM 93.5. And again, I would like to stress on this point: never ignore your parents.
Never ignore your parents. Yes.
Take care of them.
Yes.
Money will fall on you.
Yes.
Happiness will come to you.
Yes.
You will
And
be
I'll just
protected.
add one more point. As you said, never ignore your parents. Today, we are also living in a world where we don't even value our siblings. So you kept stressing on the fact that your brother has played such an important role.
Yes.
So I would say that, prioritize family, because
Yes.
that's the most important thing. Anyway, thank you once again, Aslam Bhai. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
बजाते